Hello and welcome back to episode 9 of our Terra Invicta game. So, what were we doing last episode? Well, quite a bit. We really were expanding into the solar system. We've gotten a lot more hubs. So, Shackleton Crater, we began to get mines up on all these different places. We're also starting to send over mines to Mars. We're going to get ready to send over another mine to Acidalia, Polynesia. We are getting mines up to all of our lunar bases, which are providing some resources. Once we get that mine on Mars, we should get those water being brought in. And with water being brought in, we can start to think about ship designs, and that's what I've been doing. So behind the scenes, I've been looking at this. So this is going to be the ship design that I've kind of had a tingling with. My thoughts are, of course, I have no experience, by the way, with combat in this game. My thoughts are, okay, we don't have very good efficiency. So our best efficiency engine is the ion drive, right? But the problem with the ion drive is that its thrust is very low. So it only provides 1.4 kilonewtons, but it has a delta V, or an efficiency, an ISP of 78.4 kilometers per second. That's pretty good. So I'm stacking a ton of them on here. That gets us a okay-ish milligés. Well, not great. It takes about 2.5 weeks to get to Luna, and the entire purpose of this ship will it'll sit in low Earth orbit or in Luna, and it will just have a bunch of missiles. And because these missiles work independently in terms of their acceleration and delta V, we don't need to worry about having a fast ship at all. This is also going to be a pretty cheap ship, and we'll just mass produce these things. And we'll have them sit at Earth and shoot down incoming alien vessels where possible. To do that, we're going to need to build up some kind of dockyard. And so if we look here, we do have access to Orbital. However, we're going to need to wait until we get enough boost available for that. We need to get more income, as much income as possible, towards our boost. And so what I'm going to do is I'm going to start investing our boost income. If possible, we're going to try and invest boost into one of these different areas. So over here, I think we'll do direct investment into Kazakhstan. We will do boost, and that should get us 10, 11. Look at how much boost we can get in there. Big wad of boost into direct investment. So we'll direct invest into boost as much as possible, and we'll try and get the boost capacity up. We want to keep getting that up because it means we can do more. In terms of political situation, we are dealing with the very annoying situation with Russia. We also managed to take over Spain recently, and that's been good for us. We need to get Italy into the EU. Well, we got Italy in the EU. We need to get Italy into the unified EU. So if we have a look at this, we should be able to. We wait till November of this year, and then we can get Italy into the EU. So let's accelerate speed, and let's see what we can do. I also think we need to start getting rid of some of our advisors and potentially look at some other options. Oh, a lot of guys have opened up here. Space systems. I like space systems. Paris service defenses. Extract counselor. There's definitely some things in here that I want, but we're going to need funds for that before we can. Okay, confirm assignments. Okay, I need someone to defend.
I'm here.
Reporting in. Ready to go. At your service.
Where to?
Oh, you're detained. Bloody hell. Okay, we can't do anything with you then.
What's the op?
You can assault a fixed alien asset, apparently. 97% chance in Kiev, Wuhan. What about coup d'etat attempts? 5% chance there. We can probably get a chance in Belarus. We can look at Georgia. I think that's what we'll do. We'll go for a coup in Georgia.
Subverting the
because
government.
they're part of the EU, we can get a part of. In terms of public campaigning, Spain's doing okay. You guys are doing okay. We're going to try and get a public campaign maybe in Russia. We can start building up Belarus. Does Belarus have claims? No, we don't have any claims for the EU there. We need to keep building up in Poland and also to Germany. Germany's probably going to be the next target after we get Spain and Italy in. We're also still at war with Algeria at the moment.
At your service.
Which is not great, of course. Let us go for Stabilize. We can also get you guys in, which is the Icelandic peoples. We need to wait until January of 2027 before we can get Iceland in. In terms of you guys, we want to get you guys into the EU. We have to wait until 2026. No, unification. You need to wait 100 days, and we'll be able to get you in. Hungary is in the EU. They're under there. We also have Slovakia. But there's not much I can do, so we'll just keep advising the EU.
Offering assistance.
Marcos is off base right now, and that's because we need to investigate advisors. So that's what we're going to do. Investigate Marcos, and we'll try and get his loyalty up. Because that was definitely a problem last turn.
Offering
or last episode. The EU itself is actually doing really good. We've got our economy growing quite exponentially. And that's been really, really nice for us. We are also getting income. Yeah, loyalty score of 6. We need to get that up as much as possible. So I'm going to get that professor to begin inspiring him as much as we can.
Regime is in place.
Okay, we've got a new regime in place. Let's start allying the EU. Ally the EU, please. New alliance, and then we should be able to go for joining the EU shortly. We will need, if I go to manage, and I go to this, join EU. Yeah, we just have to maintain an alliance with the EU itself. I think also maybe Italy. We'll do Italy. Okay, we also should now have enough for that habitat I was talking about. So Earth, found an orbital. Medium Earth orbit is expensive, so we'll have to do an interface orbit. We'll do that above Earth. We'll do low Earth orbit 1, maybe 2? Yeah, let's do low Earth orbit 2. That's 1,000 kilometers above the surface. Found orbital. So this is Sun Tzu Station, and that's going to be a much larger habitat. Yeah, we can have much more stuff here. So we can put solar collectors, we can put all sorts. We're going to initially put a solar collector into this. So there we go. And that will get us initial power. And then we can look at getting ourselves a space dock, which we will need. But obviously, we're going to need actual resources coming in before we can make any actual work off that. We can also put in additional labs and whatnot. We are still over our influence cap right now, unfortunately, which is going to make things more difficult. But things should reduce once we are able to. Solar array. What's that project? We're getting composite armor. We're getting this. I want to keep getting more research into ships because we need to get into space, I think. That is going to be the next big kind of, action. Let's have a look at our people. You are captured, I remember. Well, not captured, but you have some issues. Rivali Space Systems. Yes, why don't we get you? Purchase. So that will provide us with 0.05 boost. And it will provide us with another mission control. If we get Los Alamos Laboratory, who else can we get? Is there any... This is the Naples region. That is La Casa Nostra. That provides us with a little bit of income, but there's not really anything else. Any other people we can recruit? No, but we've got a lot of organizations under our roof. Okay, confirm assignments.
Where to?
I want to get you to go over here. We can't inspire that person, unfortunately. However, we can... We're going to send you off to investigate alien activity.
Ready.
We're going to get you to have a look at increasing unrest. We can increase unrest in Russia, 95%.
It's time
Go for
to
it.
bring it all down. At your service.
Set national policy. We can't do any set national policies yet. I'm pretty sure Spain is in the EU. It should be in the EU. We should get it in the EU. Must maintain alliance member for sufficient duration. So, may improve relations after the 21st October. So we gotta wait on that. Public campaign. Let's get that into Germany.
Making our case.
You guys, we can look at investigating alien activity. We've also got them in Greece over here. Poland's really the concern. Can we increase unrest over here? Not really. We can't really increase unrest in many places. So we will go for any crackdown potential that we can do? No, not really. Go investigate alien activity.
Alien site.
And then we'll
Your
have
orders?
to obviously wait. Okay. Project complete. Millennium pipe radiator. Heavy resistant fins contain metallic vapors that cool the liquids. So that provides us with a better radiator. What I want is solar array. A large assembly of solar panels that should provide a great deal of power when positioned close to the sun. So this should get us additional power close to the sun. Then maybe want to go for potassium heat sinks, molten heat sinks. The Hall drive. What's the kind of so exhaust velocity 19.2? It's a little bit better. I really make sure I outskill on station keeping thrusters. Do we have any better engines of any kind? Operation center provides mission control. Do we have any kind of better engines? Commercial engine companies, that's fine. Lithium heat sinks. Not that I can see. I don't think we have anything like that. Well, we'll go for solar array, I think. I'll put one to that and we'll go finish up this. We'll go 6% into that. Get composite armor, get the extra solar array. And yeah, we're going to continue to obviously wait for constructions to complete. Nerva drive. I believe that is nuclear power, if I remember myself correctly. Let's have a look at that. Nerva. Okay, that's a lot more powerful, though the exhaust velocity isn't great. That is interesting, though. We need lots of water. Water is going to be very important to actually propel our ships. And we're losing it right now because we're having to support... we're having to support our colonies.
The people will be free.
Okay.
We've moved the needle.
Germany now supports us more, which is good. We want to get that up as much as we can. Because Germany's a big economy. If we get Germany on side, I mean, we're going to get Italy. That's another like 5 billion.
Recon complete.
But
Mission abort.
they've had to abort that. Okay, we should hopefully have you back. How much longer? 10th of October. Okay, what are we doing here? You are
Ready
good.
to go.
We can keep increasing unrest in Russia as much as possible. Because again, to do a coup d'etat of 6%, we need to get the unrest up as much as we
Government
can.
must fall.
Then over
Your
here,
orders.
we can keep boosting
We must persuade the people.
people.
Where do you need me?
Looks like there's a big battle over the US right now. We're going to sabotage project. Target a councillor or a hab. What are you doing? We can sabotage. I'm not sure what that would give us though, so I'm not going to do it.
We
Boost
must persuade the people.
popularity there.
Reporting in. What's the op?
You survey location around Moscow, please.
Surveilling target area.
So if there's actually
At
any
your service.
issues with people like other agents that we can maybe deal with. Okay, research is going good. We're going to be able to get this arrival of international space. Also, the industrialization of space is going to
The
be
uprising is underway.
going on here soon.
Public opinion remains unmoved.
Okay, we're trying to increase that public opinion. We've managed to get the unrest up a little bit. Okay, magazines. The project available magazines. Let me have a look at that. Feed the hardware and storage that adds an additional ammo load for all projectile weapons with ammo counts. Mass and ammo increase are recorded with the individual weapons. I like that. That could give our missiles additional capability. Okay. We are building up our boost at the moment. Okay, October 1st now. Let me have a look. So, manage. European Union. Still fail on that, I believe. Yeah, we have to wait until the end of this month. If we have a look at... Let me have a look at the current situation with some of our allies. Manage. So Spain... No, Leave Federation, End Alliance requirements, unification requirements, November. Georgia, we have to wait till November for that. Iceland, what are we waiting? Waiting till unification requirements, January 21st. Okay. A lot of time, go wait.
Acknowledged.
Unrest, we can keep increasing that.
People will rise.
And keep
Standing
it up.
by for orders.
Survey location, unless we can get more public support in Germany.
I will tell our story.
Which
Where
is
to?
what I'm going to focus on. National policy. Public campaign. Okay.
I will try to sway the public.
I'm here.
Okay, we can start another battle. I would like to get an army built up, if we could. Another army, build army. I'm going to dedicate, I don't know, 10% budget. And we're going to try and conquer this. Deploy armies to Algeria. Go. See what you can do. This person, coup d'etat, not probably going to work. We can advise. Oh yeah, we did take the Baltics over, which was really nice. You can inspire some people. I'm going to inspire you.
I'll ensure their loyalty.
Ready.
Because if you go
believe they'll stay
against us,
loyal to
that's
the
going to be a
cause.
problem. Okay, we're now in October. It's going on through. We are gaining some boost more back. We are getting a bunch of resources over here. Fission reactor array now available. How much longer do we have to wait on our HABs? How much longer do we have to wait on this station? This will be done 22nd of November. We did already get the solar collector moved up, of course. We can now get some other stuff moved up. How much do we need for a space dock? Build in space, very cheap. So we're going to build a space dock. Build in space. That's a 20 crew. And that will allow us to produce things. We're then going to build... We'll put in a second solar collector to build in space. We will then put... It's so cheap now that we have the resources from the moon. We're then going to put in a second space dock. Build that in space. I'm going to build those space docks here. And then that gives us 10. So these require 10 power each. So then we need another solar collector. Build in space. And we're going to go for Space Science Lab. Astronomy and Planetary Science. Xenology Lab. Yeah, let's go for that. Xenology Labs. I like those. So we've got a bunch of stuff we're going to be boosting into space.
Long live the revolution!
Okay, we've now started
Consider
invasion.
Mansa Musa, Mali's greatest emperor, and perhaps history's wealthiest man. His African kingdom.
Okay, so that just got us the international arrival stuff. In situ resource utilization. Mission to Jupiter. Mission to Saturn. Settlement hubs. That would probably be good. Space agriculture, space medicine. We develop specialized methods. Mass communications, independence movements, research, settlement hubs. Let's go for settlement hubs and get that underway. We'll keep that up. We'll keep ourselves off that for now, and I'm going to focus on this, getting us our own personal research on the way.
We are winning their hearts and minds. Public opinion remains unmoved.
Apparently so. Moscow, Kazan, Rostov-on-Don. Okay. I believe Italy is the next one. If I look at my alliance. Protectorate and Italy, yeah, okay. Let me have a look. Relations. So manage. So Italy. Italy. 20th of November. Spain, to join Federation, we're going to have to wait till 21st of October. Okay, so we're going to have...
Where do you need me?
You do your set national policy there.
Heading to the capital. Your orders?
Keep building up public
Making our
campaign.
case.
Where do you need me?
We could look at doing a crackdown potentially, but I don't think so. We're going to build... We're going to have you work overtime to protect our interests all over the place. So defend interests.
Making things safe for our people.
Ready.
Okay, what can you accomplish for me,
Standing
Tianzi?
by.
Can you do a coup d'etat attempt? You can try. I'm going to
Time
give
for
you
some new
all of that,
leadership.
and then I'm going to have survey location
On Overwatch.
and see what we can find there. Hopefully we can get this water
Securing
coming in,
our control.
because that's really what I
Setting a
want,
watch.
is this water coming in from our Habs. Also, we now have 262, which is good. Habs. If we have a look at our Habs, we're currently building on you. We're building on you. That is going to be until the 19th of May. If I go over to our colonists, we can maybe get some new Ministry of State Security. Interesting. Provides us with quite a few things. Investigate Counselor, detain Counselor. Let's go for that. That's very nice. Ooh, we can also recruit the Hermes Protection. Let's increase your admin capability, because you're going to need it. You increase your admin capability. We can now get Corona bans plus 1 to the economy. Hermes Protection. Nothing that I want on you. Augment. Your admin's at max. Let's focus on science now. Is there anything I probably want to get rid of here that we could put on you? I don't think so. You're doing a coup d'etat. Let's get your keep getting your espionage up where we can. And yeah, keep getting espionage. So now we have 22 espionage. You have a bunch of experience now. Yeah, you're kind of just a secondary guy, to be honest. Espionage. Keep getting that up. Okay, and we're trying to go for that coup d'etat. That's going to be very hard to accomplish, but if we do manage to do it, that'll be a big deal. Research complete composite armor. Potassium heat sinks. Nerva drive is something. Fission reactor array. That would be if we were going out from the system. This would be station keeping, so this would be more efficient engine compared to a less efficient engine. So this provides us with 49 kilonewtons with an exhaust velocity of 8 kilometers per second compared to the whole drive. More efficient, but a lot less powerful. Let's start research on the Nerva drive. See what we can get out of it, and maybe we can make use of it. New projects available. Money cost of direct investment reduced by 15%. Still a 51% chance to get that coup attempt, so it's a 50-50.
Public opinion is moving in our direction.
Project array. We complete solar array project. So that should be, yeah, that's a lot more power. I might cancel some of our boost that we have in orbit then. Magazine, let's get that underway, because that is a big research. We can actually maybe make some changes. Big coup. We've now pretty much seized all of Russia. We are currently at war with Nepal and the Himalayan states. Our armies are all over the place at the moment, so we're probably going to try and get peace with the Russian situation. But overall, no, that means that we have now Russia itself under our control. We can cede Ukraine back if we want, though. Can we potentially get, let me think about this, allies, unaligned, technically Russia is unaligned. Let's move you to normal relations. They didn't allow it. Crap, I shouldn't have done that. Join Federation, must be allied with all the Federation members. No Federation member must be rivals at war with Russia. We don't have a claim on the capital region. Okay, so we'll probably just get Russia to cede Ukraine back once we take it over. But we do now have Russia control to us. And Russia has a lot of boost capability. It's got some economy. So we're going to take away a lot of these. So boom, 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 boom. Take away spoils as well. We're going to take away... It's got a homogenous society, but the inequality is pretty bad, so we're going to improve welfare. It's a big economy, though. Mission control, we don't need any of this. You've got a decent military. You've been focusing hard on that military. So you know what? We'll focus on building that military up. As you know, what we'll do. 21%, but we'll get the welfare situation sorted out. Unity is okay. Knowledge, we need some basic knowledge at least. Boost is fine for now. We get 1.3 of the boost. We just need to finish off Russia.
Mission complete.
Federation with Spain. Confirm. There we go. Spain is now under our jurisdiction. And then we should be able to get the Federation with Italy done. So if we go over to Allies. Italy. 20th of November is the next time. So we do have to wait on that. Still have to wait until we can get these and then we can keep Russia. But that's really big for us. The influence loss is a bad thing though. We did just lose that. Okay, ionic, hull drive, fusion reactor. Let's go for the hull drive, get those researched on the way. And then let me have a look at ship design again. So design ship class. Yeah. Design ship class. So this is what we have at the moment. So where's that heatsink I just put on? So we have access to the magazine now. Magazine will give us ammunition. So that gives us ammunition for projectile weapons. I presume then that we can reload. Magazine 10. Does that provide us with 100 magazine? Is there any way I can see that? I don't think so. But if we add a magazine into this, this is a heatsink, and then we have batteries. I'm not sure we'll need the batteries, but yeah, and then we can look at armor. We have composite, which is a ton better than any of these. So we're going to put on composite armor, and that's going to do a lot better. We'll save that design, and we'll use that instead. So that is going to be a little bit bigger, but it's going to have a magazine, so maybe it can actually fire multiple times. I still don't exactly know. Okay, how are Habs coming up? Oh, we managed to get the Algerian situation dealt with. I don't really want this. Abandon. I was going to abandon Libya. Get out of there. But we managed to take over these guys. And we're going to airlift them home to reduce their capacity. But no, we take over Libya. And we also took over Algeria. And so they'll be benefiting, providing to us. But it's good to take over those because that was what the servants had, and we don't want the servants to have anything. And now under the control of us. Okay, first thing we're going to do is we're going to set up defensive in Russia.
Protecting our interests.
And then we're going to kick control and grab
them
one.
to our side.
Ready for my mission.
And then we're going to focus on stabilizing the country. It's already stabilized, largely speaking. That's good. National policy. Now it's November. We're going to have to wait probably another week. We're going to go assault that fixed asset with you. Get some more popular support in Germany.
Ready for my mission.
And we'll survey Moscow and make sure nothing's happening. But we do now have control of these Russian territories. We should also have consolidated control, but we don't yet have control of the executive. We do have all these armies, though, and they're currently fighting in the Himalayan states. I mean, let's just go in, deploy army. We should be able to take them out. These are now better technology armies. The US, I would imagine, is nearly on the cusp of 5.0. We have come down in terms of our military tech because we've come like a super state. So we take the negatives and the positives and whatnot. A little bit of all. So we got to keep that in mind. But the good news is that we now have Russia, and we've now secured our interests in Russia. And we're going to hopefully gain ourselves a nice little fourth executive point of control of all of Russia, and we'll have the EU. And that will give us access to large numbers of nuclear weapons. We completed a HAM module. Bunch of stuff just completed there. If we go look at Sun Tzu Station, we have 61 people living on here right now. Well, not yet, but we're going to have this. This will be done November 22nd. It's going to be a big, big station.
The people will come to our side.
Okay, did we manage to get control of Russia?
Target secured.
Okay, we killed whatever the hell that alien fauna was, which is good for us. Let us take over. Great. We now have control of all of Russia. which is very, very nice. So we're going to bring everything back down, and we can, yeah, get everything rid of. 1, 2, 1, 2. Focus on these two things. We don't need to worry about the knowledge, but that does give us a big economy, and that gives us a lot more boost. We're getting a lot more boost from that. So that's big, and we also now have the nuclear button. We have 30 nuclear weapons available, and we also have a free Ukraine added on. So we have all of Russia, and Russia, I would imagine, we have claims. Russia has claims on a lot of these little territories that we can combine into Russia to create that one kind of mega state. Yeah, like Uzbekistan and Turkmenistan, which have quite a few people living there. Russia also has claims over to Azerbaijan and a bunch of other territories. So if we can combine them into Russia, that'll make it a lot easier to control these territories than these little states, which is what we're trying to accomplish. Armies complete deployment. Hull drive now researched. Let's go over to here. Energy lab. Commercial rocket companies, augmented learning. These give us a lot of different like improvements. Augmented combat training, information science lab. Guerrilla warfare, xenodefoliants. Transnational investments, let's go for that one. We've now got settlement hubs on the way, and then we can look at unifying, I think it was Italy next. If we look at relations, and we look at allies, and we look at the situation with Italy, so 20th of November.
Where do you need me?
Where do you need me?
So you are going to inspire
I'll
Margos.
speak with them.
Ready for orders.
You are going to set
What's the
national
order?
policy in this
here.
country. We have good public support there. We also have Georgia, obviously, which, again, we are taking some serious problems. Let's boost support in
I will
Georgia,
tell
and I'm
Estonia.
going to get rid
Standing by.
or abandon Georgia. Abandon Georgia. That didn't give us much, to be honest. But no, we are going to keep control of Russia for as long as we can. As long as we can. So defend interests, keep defending
Securing our
Russia.
control.
Your orders?
Stabilize the EU.
We'll turn down the heat.
And then, yeah, we're good to go. We should be able to then integrate
Making things
Italy in,
safe
and
for
then
our people.
later integrate the other states in.
I think we had a breakthrough.
Okay, how are those habs coming along? So, you. 22nd of November. And then we're also waiting until next year until we get what we want. Gain +2 to stabilize. That's counterinsurgency operations. That's good. Those will just help in general. We are running out of influence, but we should be able to sort that out here coming up.
Violence is abating.
Okay, we stabilized.
The people will come to our side.
Good campaign. Habs, do we have this up yet? No, we don't. We need to wait. There we go. Hab module complete. Big hab time. Big hab. So let's have a look. You are now here. Do they need to all be connected next to each other? Did I make a mistake? I think I made a mistake. Okay. We can upgrade these solar arrays, by the way. Let's go for Xenology Labs. Yeah, Xenology Labs. Build in space. Let's go for Xenology Labs. Build. And then I'm also going to start building out some material science labs. Get all these built. These will be done in December, and then that should sort the electricity situation out. Power or modules. There we go. Power's on the way. But we're getting those labs anyway. And that should then provide us with that space dock capacity. Which... Well, it's got 73 crew on it, by the way. Let us go over here to ship classes, ship construction. We have Sunsu Station. Add to queue. So, resource-wise, we need a bunch of water. We need 127 of this to actually be able to build such a vessel. It's 127 boost, so not plausible yet until we get those mining operations on the way. Okay, we're going to be fine because we're going to get unification with Italy. There we go. Italy's now unified with us. That means we get a 6th control point. So that's the financial sector. And we now have nearly 15 trillion. Yeah, 15 trillion GDP. Keep building up the unity a little bit. Get rid of the army. We can finish off the army here. And then economy-wise, focus on that a little bit. 2. It means we focus on the welfare state because it's Europe, so we need a lot of welfare. But the wealth inequality is not too bad. 320 million people now live in the EU, and we just need to now focus on getting Spain in. They are in the EU now, but to get relations to unify, that is going to require us to wait until August of 2027. What about over here? How do we're going to get you into the EU? Possible? We can get you into the EU, okay. We just have to wait a little bit. New army deployed in Rome, so that's a new formation. Information age. Not the greatest. And so we'll be airlifting. We should airlift you home. Yeah, airlift home. Get home, boys. Control point lost in Algeria to the servants. That's fine by me. We're currently fighting in this territory and we're not really occupying it. So I'm gonna deploy army. Get the army out of there. We'll retreat from that region. But no, we have all of Russia now, and we're going to have a few problems. Poland's the big one, and also Germany's going to be next on the banquet, because that's a big economy, and if we can get Germany, that would be a very big thing. We're going to crack down on you. Why can't we not crack down on that? That's 2%. Give me someone better at doing that, then. You have a 79% chance to purge because of your support. 2, go for the purge. That will get us control of mass media. Let us look at defensive, but for now, let's get public campaign. Let's build public campaign support in Germany.
Reporting in.
Build some campaign support in Germany as well. And then over here, we can investigate councillors, or we can look at purging. Now, do some set national policy. Get them into the EU. We also need to do something about Greece. They haven't defended that, so we can take Greece back. That'd be good. We want to get Germany, though, and also Sweden. Greece is not in the EU. Hungary is. Hungary's not the most peaceful place on planet Earth, so we could potentially look at a coup d'etat there. It's only that much. It's not that bad. Okay, let's start stabilizing Spain, and let's keep going. Restore the Warsaw Pact project. Russia claims on the following region: Bucharest, Warsaw, Berlin, Prague, Budapest, Helsinki. I mean, there's potential if we go into Finland and seize Finland, but I don't think we need to because we should have claims on it from the EU, so it's not a problem for us. We're kind of going to close in on the Central Europe and gain control of all of it. Let's have a look at what other nations are doing here. So the US is owned by them. We have full control of the Protectorate down here. Looks like the Protectorate can be really scary. Order it to be demolitioned. We're going to insight into the obelisk, sudden terraforming bloom, demolish it. Okay, we pay, apparently.
Things are stabilizing.
No one's going to China yet, either. That's a $30 trillion economy. Italy is actually not very rich. If we can gain control of all of these countries, we'll be in a very good position economic-wise. Priorities. Let's get a little 10% in funding. Get me a little bit of funding. I do need to actually
public sentiment is increasingly with us.
Get some money.
Public opinion is moving in our direction.
And we're going to get this mass media situation sorted out.
Policy direction complete.
Federation with the EU. There we go. So we now have Romania in the EU again. We also have Spain, obviously. And that's going to take until August of next year. We should be able to get Iceland. January, okay. Peace. We'll try and get peace with Russia, but we have to kind of wait, to be honest. We have to wait. The 5th Guards Army has arrived. We've got a bunch of armies now, which we can use. And then we're going to hopefully get this.
We're in control here.
There we go. We're in control of mass media here now. In Germany. And then priorities for Germany are probably just going to be economic. Yeah, focus on the economy, focus on welfare, a little bit on knowledge. You're actually a big knowledge amount. If we can get you, that would be massive for us. But get rid of this, get rid of build army, and also, why are you trying to build nukes? Do not build nukes, it's fucking Germany. For God's sakes. Okay, inspire Marcus Margosa again, and then let's go over here, and we're going to see what we can do. Q attempt. Hungary is or Slovakia is definitely something. Hungary as well. We can raise some unrest, or we can start to purge these guys. We can purge the legislature. We can purge one of these anyway. Purge that.
Our enemies. I'm here.
You cannot assassinate anyone. Public support. Start building some public support in Hungary. We'll go for probably a coup d'etat, or we'll just move in and purge it and then take it over while it's still in the EU.
Ready to go.
Defend interests. We're defending Russian interests. That's fine. The EU's been defended pretty much. Let's finish up defending the EU though.
Protecting our interests.
And over here, let's crack down if we can.
Removing our enemies.
Actually, can you get an increase on the rest over here? Not really. No, just go for a purge chance.
The opposition.
Confirm and let's go.
Securing our interests.
I believe they'll stay loyal to the cause.
Keep them loyal, baby. Keep them loyal. Maintenance, well, not maintenance, but resources are increasing, which is good. We have industrialization of space. We complete transnational agreements, I believe that was. And we can do restored Warsaw Pact. I don't think that's going to be too useful. Let's go for military science lab. That will give us additional research towards Miltech. Sodium heat sinks fusion reactor. Counterinsurgency operations. Let's go for xenoflora defoliants, because we've got a good amount of research into that. So we'll do 50%, 50%. I'm going to focus on getting the Nerva drive, and then we can actually have a look at maybe doing that instead of what we currently have, because we do have a lot of fissile materials. Well, not a lot, but we have some in comparison to this,
We're
which is
winning
bad.
their hearts and minds.
Okay, and we are going to try purge. Looks like they've defended it again, so we're going to fail on that, unfortunately. We are over our cap, of course, which I don't really want. We lost executive control in Algeria.
Our associates were unable to take control.
And we were unable to take control, of course. Project complete, so we now have the Nerva drive, so let me have a look. Go into counterinsurgency operations, because that's a big deal. Let me go into ship design. Let me go to design ship class, and let me go to this ship. So if no, clear designer, go back. This. So if we change this design, right, we take out the ion drive, and we put in an engine, new engine. So this is the Nerva drive. So this would provide us with a lot more power. That would require a lot more energy, because I'm imagining that would use a lot more power. Require about 600 megawatts. This provides us with 800 megawatts, about 500 megawatts. So we can have them two-sized. That will give us 5.9 millig's cruise. And then we could add on additional, but I don't... That would massively increase the size of the vessel. That would give us 2.1 milligs, but it would decrease the travel time? I don't think that's worth it. What about if we go for, like, go upgrade design? What if we go for this? Not iDrive, Haul Drive. So this is a faster version of what we have. So that gets us, you know, we can get a potentially a pretty powerful 0.8 milligs. That does increase the time period, but nah, there's not really anything there that I want. I just want some basic ships that can shoot stuff out the bloody sky, and that's what I want. Okay, confirm. Crack down, purge, coup d'etat. We can go for a purge here, potentially. Not sure we can manage that, though. There are flawed democracy. We could force into that, if potentially. Let's force into you, because you're a lot less going. There's also apparently they're building up a launch facility in Bratislava. I mean, that doesn't really make much sense to me.
We are taking
Try
power.
and go for that.
Acknowledged.
No, I
Ready
don't.
for orders.
Not you. Public campaign support.
Making our case.
Tianze,
Orders.
I want you doing it,
Reporting
please.
in.
We're going to have you purge. Yeah, big purge chances on these guys. 79%, 76%. We're going to go for
We're taking power.
Slovakia.
Acknowledged.
And then over here, we're going to keep building up public support
We'll
in
make our appeal.
Hungary.
I'm here.
We should be able to begin the national policy,
Time to make our move.
which should be
Your
good
orders.
for the, for Iceland. We'll get Iceland in. We also have to wait until the end of the year to get Spain. Let's look at our HAB situation with what we have right now. So this is what we have over here. Let's do power modules. Not enough power. We have 0 power here. These provide 10 power. Can we upgrade? Upgrade. Yeah, go upgrade these panels. That should provide a crap ton of power to this system. 42 power each. Per bloody thing. In terms of other stuff, if we go back, Shackleton Crater, what can we add here? Not a lot. We could potentially add a supply depot. In terms of Olympus Mons, for an outpost mining, we need 12.5 boost. We are building on Utopia Planitia right now. We're trying to get this, which will be done May of 2027. So we have to wait on that.
Ready for orders.
Ready for my mission.
Okay, just boost that person up, and then we're going
I
to
think we
continue.
had a breakthrough.
We should get Purge into this, and yeah, we are kind of extending ourselves out, but I kind of don't want Project Exodus to have control over these areas. Yeah, I might need to give up some territories. I'm going to probably give up the Baltics. How long until we can get the Baltics unified? Yeah, no, because we can unify those Baltic states pretty easily, and that's quite a bit of chunk of change. Not a lot of people, but it's a bit of chunk of change, and it's an advanced economy. So we'll hold off on that for now, at least for now anyway. 27%.
We have moved the needle.
35%, good. Conducts a crackdown in Iceland. Could they crack down on our German point?
Mission complete.
Federate with Georgia, please. Okay, that's concerning about Iceland, though. Because losing Iceland, we wouldn't be able to unify with them there. We have now federated. We've lost that jump point, but they're now in the European Union at least, which is good.
You'd be better off surrendering than sitting around on your backsides waiting.
Industrialization of space. And I think that's where I'll leave the episode off. Servants are surrounding. So we've still got some competition in the European area, but we have made serious efforts. Italy's under our control. We have Russia under our control. And yeah, we have pretty much control of most of the major players in Europe. Obviously, Germany's the big standout at the moment, as we do have control of Spain, but we're just waiting on that. And I'll see you guys next time. Please like, comment, subscribe. Really does help me out. Goodbye.